Bhakti, c'est mieux pour vous en English ou en français? English. Alors ça serait English. Tu veux la traduction en English? Oui. Oui. On peut tous lire un petit shloka vu que c'est affiché. Ah, oui. Mais c'est bien que tu l'aies sous les yeux.
So in this auspicious month of Kartik, we'll start by chanting Damodar Ashtakam. Damodar Ashtakam Ki Jai. So we first read the translation, which is very beautiful. We can do one verse each. So I start with the first one. To the Supreme Lord, whose form is the embodiment of eternal existence, knowledge and bliss, whose shark-shaped herring are swinging to and fro, who is beautifully shining in the divine realm of Gokul, who due to offense of breaking the pot of yogurt that his mother was churning into butter and then stealing the butter that was kept hanging from a swing, is quickly running from the wooden grinding mortar in fear of Mother Yashoda, and who was finally caught from behind by her, who ran after him with greater speed. To that Supreme Lord Sri Damodar, I offer my humble obeisances.
Seeing the whipping stick in his mother's hand, he is crying and rubbing his eyes again and again with his two lotus hands. His eyes are filled with fear, and the necklace of pearls around his neck, which is marked with 3 lines like a conch shell, is shaking because of his quick breathing due to crying. To this Supreme Lord Sri Damodar, whose belly is bound, not with rope, but with the mother's pure love, I offer my humble obeisances.
By such childhood pastimes as this, he is drowning the inhabitants of Gokul in pools of ecstasy, and is revealing to those devotees who are absorbed in knowledge of his supreme majesty and opulence that he is only conquered by devotees whose pure love is imbued with intimacy and is free from all conceptions of awe and reverence. With great love, I again offer my obeisances to Lord Damodar, hundreds and hundreds of times.
O Lord, although you are able to give all kinds of benediction, I do not pray to you for the boon of impersonal liberation, nor the highest liberation of eternal life in Vaikuntha, nor any other boon which may be obtained by exhibiting the 9 process of bhakti. O Lord, I simply wish that this form of yours as Bal Gopal in Vrindavana may ever be manifest in my heart. For what is the use to me of any other boon besides this?
Lord, O Lord, your lotus face, which is Christ bound, looks of soft blood, hair injected with red, and kissed again and again by Mother Yashoda, and he lips are reddish like the bimba fruit. May this beautiful vision of your lotus face be ever manifest in my heart. Though thousands of other benedictions are of no use to me. O Supreme Godhead, I offer my respectful obeisances unto you. O Damodara, O Ananta, O Vishnu, O Master, O Lord, be pleased upon me by showering your glance of mercy upon me. Deliver this poor ignorant fool who is immersed in an ocean of whirling sorrows and become visible to my eyes.
O Lord Damodar, just as the two sons of Kuvera, Manigriva and Narakuvera, were delivered from the curse of Narada and made into great devotee by you in your form as a baby tied with rod to a wooden winding mortar. In the same way, please give to me your own prema bhakti. I only long for this and have no desire for any kind of liberation.
O Lord Damodar, I first offer all my obeisances to the brilliantly folded robe which binds the belly. I then offer my obeisances to your belly, which is the abode of the entire universe. I humbly bow down to your most beloved Srimati Radharani, and I offer all obeisances to you, the Supreme Lord, who displays unlimited pastimes.
So maybe we will sing like yesterday, same time.
Est-ce que tu veux bien au fur et à mesure descendre sur
Because it's a long song, we will sing together. No repetition. We do each verse all together is better. Namamishvaram Sachi Anandarupam Dasakundalam Gokure Brajamanam Yashodaviyorukaram Brahmanam Arashtam Adyam Tato Dutagokya Yudhantamunetra Yugmam Vijantam Karam Bujayugmena Satamakanetam Mushasakam Patirekam Chakanta Stitarevam Damodaram Bhaktivadam Iti Viranam Sakunde Swago Shamilagantam Akapayantam Tadiyeshitageshu Bhakte Vitarvam Una Prematastam Shata Vikilange Varam Devam Moksham Mokshabarimva Nachanya Brine Anvare Shanativa Idam Deva Punata Gopalabanam Sadame Manasya Vihastatimane Idam Sevukam Mojam Bhajam Tanile Vidam Kudane Sikara Jagopya Muchuvitam Bimba Rakta Sarame Manasani Rastam Alam Laksharabe Namo Devata Modaranam Savishno Prasiva Bravo Lukajayalimagnam Kripa Drishi Drishyati Dinam Batanu Grihame Shama Madhyame Dhyashirishya Kubera Majo Vada Mujayayata Vaya Muchito Bhakti Vada Vitocha Nata Prema Bhakti Varam Vayasha Namo Shri Ram
Nilaya Devaya Tukyam Namo Radhikaye Dvadriya Priyaye Namo Natalilaya Devaya Tukyam Hare Rama Krishna Sachidhanam Sarupam Rasakunaram Gokule Vratamanam Yashodaviyodukana Davamanam Paravishamatyam Tato Dutagokam Hare Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Hare Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Hare Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Hare Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Hare Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Hare Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Hare Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Hare Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare Jai Radha Damodar Radha Damodar Hare
Radha Damodar ki
Jai.
Srila Prabhupada ki
Jai.
Grantadat Srimad Bhagavatam ki
Jai.
Toute gloire aux dévots assemblés. So thank you very much to give me this opportunity to speak on the pastime of Damodar, Mother Yashoda was binding Damodar by her love and devotion. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya.
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 Narayanam Namaskrityam
Narayanam Namaskrityam.
Naram Shaiva Narotanam
Naram Shaiva Narottamam.
Devim Saraswati Vyasa
Devim Saraswatim Vyasam.
Tato Jayamudiraye
Tato Jayamudiraye.
Ashtapraishu Abhadreshu
Ashrayeshu Abhadreshu.
Nityam Bhagavati Sevaya
Nityam Bhagavati Sevaya.
Bhagavati Uttama Shloke
Bhagavati Uttama Shloke.
Bhakti Bhavati Naishtiki
Bhakti Bhavati Naishtaki.
to gloire at this glorious Srimad Bhagavatam. Om Agyana Timinandasya Gyananjara Sharakaya Shakshurmeitam Yena Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha Shri Chaitanya Mano Vishtam Stapitam Yena Bhutare Swayam Rupa Gadamayam Dadati Svapadantikam Vandeham Shri Guru Shri Yuta Padakamaram Shri Guru Vaishnavam Sa Shri Rupam Sagrajatam Sagana Raghunatam Vitam Tam Sadiyam Sadvaitam Savadutam Harijana Saitam Krishna Chaitanya Devam Shri Radha Krishna Padam Sagana Lalita Shri Vishakan Vitam Sa Hare Krishna Karuna Sindhu Dinabandhu Jagapate Upesha Gopika Ganta Radha Ganta Namostute Tapta Kanchana Gaurangi Radhe Vrindavaneshwari Rishabhanu Sute Devi Pranamami Haripriye Panchakarpa Tarunyacha Kripa Sindhubhya Evacha Patitanam Bhavanebhyo Vaishnavebhyo Namo Namah Namo Vishnu Padaya Krishna Prestaya Bhutare Srimate Bhakti Vedanta Swami Niti Namine Namaste Saraswate Deve Gauravani Prasharine Nirvishesha Shunyavadi Paskatya Deshatarine Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhara Shivasadi Gaura Bhakta Vrinda Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare. C'est ce que je peux faire aussi. Je peux lire au fur et à mesure sur l'ordinateur.
Mais pour l'instant, tu veux lire sur le livre en français et puis après, je te mets sur l'ordinateur.
Ouais, parce que au fur et à mesure que je lis, comme ça, il glisse sur l'écran directement.
this. Est-ce que tu veux un verre d'eau?
So, repeat after me. Tam atayashtim prasamikshya sadvaras. Tam hatayashmin prasamikshya sadvaras. Tato varuyapa sasara pitava. Tato varuyapa sasara pitava. Gopihan vadavannam yam napag yoginam. Gopihan vadavannayam apayoginam. Shamam praveshtum tapasaritam manah. Shamam praveshtum tapasaritam manah. Tam hatayashtim prasamikshya sadvaras. Tato varuya pasara vitavat. Gopiham vadavannayam apayoginam. Shamam praveshtum tapasaritam manah. Tamatayashtim prasamikshya sadvaras. Tato varuya pasara vitavat. Gopiyam vadavannayam apayoginam. Kshamam praveshtum tapesritam manah. Peut-être que je passe de suite à la traduction. Ok. Par de gens. Okay, so we read the translation word for word. Comment on fait?
Avec tes deux doigts, tu peux. Ouais.
Ok.
Comme sur le téléphone.
Tam. Antu Moza Yashoda.
Mother Yashoda.
Atayashtim. Carrying in her hand a stick.
Carrying in her hand a stick.
Pasamiksha. Krishna seeing her in that attitude.
Krishna seeing her in that attitude.
Sadvara. Very quickly. Tata. From there. Avaruhya. Getting down. Apasasara. Began to flee. Vitava. As if very much afraid. Gopi. Mother Yashoda. Anpadava. Began to follow him. Na. Not. Yam. Unto whom. Apa. Failed to reach. Yogi
yogis, mystics,
Kshamam,
Shamam,
who could reach him,
who could reach him,
Praveshtum,
Praveshtum,
trying to enter into the Brahman effulgence or Paramatma,
trying to enter into the Brahman effulgence of Paramatma,
Tapasa,
Tapasa,
with great austerities and penance,
with great austerities and penances,
Iritam,
Iritam,
trying for that purpose,
trying for that purpose,
Manaha,
Manaha,
by meditation.
by meditation.
Translation and purport by His Divine Grace A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Prabhupada Ki Jai.
Jai.
When Lord Sri Krishna saw his mother stick in hand, he very quickly got down from the top of the mortar and began to flee, as if very much afraid. Also, Yogi tried to capture him as Paramatma by meditation, desiring to enter into the effulgence of the Lord with great austerities and penance. They failed to reach him. But Mother Yashoda, thinking that same personality of Godhead Krishna to be her son, began to follow Krishna to catch him. Purport. Yogi and mystic want to catch Krishna as Paramatma, and with great austerity and penance, they try to approach him. Yet they cannot. Here we see, however, that Krishna is going to be caught by Yashoda and is running away in fear. This illustrates the difference between the Bhakta and the Yogi. Yogi cannot reach Krishna, but for pure devotee like Mother Yashoda, Krishna is already close. Krishna was even afraid of Mother Yashoda's stick. This was mentioned by Queen Kunti in her prayer. Vaya Bhavanaya Titasya. Krishna is afraid of Mother Yashoda, and Yogi are afraid of Krishna. Yogi tried to reach Krishna by Jnana Yoga and other yoga, but failed. Yet also Mother Yashoda was a woman. Krishna was afraid of her, as clearly described in this verse. So sweet pastime. We can just... This is the beauty of Srimad Bhagavatam. Nigama kalpataro yaritam param shukam mukad I forget. Amrita Samritam Pibata Bhagavatam Rasam Alayam Muhu Haru Rasika Bhuvika. Oh, we are thank you. This is the nectar by which we can reach Krishna, we can get Krishna. So by reading this pastime, we are already in Krishna pastime. We just imagine we can just meditate on it, and we are with, because Krishna is non-different from his pastime, is non-different from his name. So just to think of it, we are already with Krishna in this pastime, and we already cause Krishna by the love of meditating on this pastime. And this is how is so nectarian. Rasam alayam, in this verse it is said that this Srimad Bhagavatam, you have to be read until liberation, and even after liberation we get the rasam, the taste of relation with Krishna, and we get the prema of loving Krishna just by reading the Srimad Bhagavatam. So we can imagine how much austerity the yogi are doing, how much austerity they are doing, going in the Himalaya, meditating, trying to control the mind, controlling the breath, controlling the everything, the air, I'm controlling,
God.
and the bread is just exploding. But Mother Yashoda, she just chants the pastime of Krishna, and this make Krishna, the heart of Krishna exploding. What do you want? To explode the heart of Krishna or explode your brain by meditation? So this is nectarian. I was doing a lot of yoga before and trying to control my mind by many techniques, but I was always disturbed by many things. But when I start to read Srimad Bhagavatam, it just draws us in this nectar, and we can be fully in meditation on the Lord. So this is the great boon of Srimad Bhagavatam, and this is why it's the ripe fruits of the Vedic literature. And this is because this Srimad Bhagavatam will help us to break our false ego. So at the beginning, it's not nectarian, because in this Srimad Bhagavatam you learn that Krishna is God. But I wanted to be God. I wanted to be a big yogi who control my mind, control the hair, control everything. But in this Srimad Bhagavatam we learn page after page that Krishna is God. So I don't like this Srimad Bhagavatam. I don't want to read anymore. But because this is how we get the nectar, because this is our real position, to be the part and parcel of the Lord and to be the servant of Krishna. And in this pastime we see how Mother Yashoda, because she is loving so much Krishna, Krishna become controlled. So he wants to be controlled by his devotee. Krishna don't even want to control us. He don't even want to have the position of God. He would like that we love so much him that this love we have will control him. And in this pastime, Krishna is even afraid of Mother Yashoda. So this is, you can imagine everyone in this world is afraid of God. When there is a big danger, oh my God! And sometimes you preach to people in the street, they say, I'm atheist, and there is a big bang, and oh my God! Yeah, I'm atheist. So people are afraid of God. People, because they are afraid of the truth, they are afraid of the truth to be a part and parcel of God. And because of that, Krishna is not afraid of them, but they are afraid of him. And for these people, Krishna said that it will be in the form of death, or when they will lose everything, because they will be faced to the absolute truth that nothing belongs to them. So the body will be finished and they will die. But for the devotee, it's not the same. We see in this pastime that Krishna becomes controlled and is afraid of them, afraid of Mother Yashoda. He's playing the role of being afraid. We have to understand that Krishna is really afraid. He's not just playing like a children who is afraid, like when we see in our real life in this world, when mother tried to catch his son, the son is very afraid. So in the same situation, under Yoga Maya and the influence of Yoga Maya, Mother Yashoda thinks she is the mother of Krishna, and Krishna thinks I'm the son of Mother Yashoda. And this is how all the pastime happen, because otherwise there will be no pastime. And in this situation, Krishna is afraid of Mother Yashoda. And we will see after that even Mother Yashoda, because of the fear of Krishna, she would say, "Oh, I'm worried about my children. I cannot continue to do like this. He will have some problem. If I continue, he will have so much fear. I should let this this stick, and I should just try to punish him now." So we learn in Bhagavad Gita, Krishna said that the best of the yogi is yoginam apisarvesham madgatenam tada atmanam shadavan bhajate umam. I forgot the last. So is the one who is always engaged in my service, and always engaged in the service. This is a way to always remember Krishna. Otherwise, we cannot remember the Lord. We cannot become fixed in our mind, because this is the nature of this world, is that the mind is always flickering from one idea to another. But in spiritual world, everything is just fixed on the Lord, fixed on the pleasure of Krishna. And in this yoga of serving always Krishna, we will be the mind always focused on this nectar of serving the Lord. Because this is not just hostility. We get the taste of the relation with Krishna. The mind cannot be fixed without test. We cannot just fix the mind on an object if there is no pleasure. We see in this world the mind is very easy fixed when we have a material desire on the material desire. When we have something who capture our mind in this material world, the mind is easily fixed on this point. But when this will be finished, another one, and there is no end of this. But in the service of the Lord, there is no end, because it's always fixed in the transcendental pleasure of the Lord. And the mind is not flickering, is always thinking how I can increase the pleasure of the Lord. And this pastime is really showing this, how Mother Yashoda, even if there is many things disturbing around, she always thinks how I can please more Krishna. From the beginning, it's always the question how I can increase my service. It's not how I can increase my pleasure, but how I can increase the pleasure of Krishna. I can do more. And first she tried to do the butter from the milk, and Krishna said, "Now finish. Now you have to give me milk." So she takes him, and after the milk is boiling, okay, now I stop, and I have to stop the milk. And after she see that Krishna start to run, and he broke the pots, and so she said, "Okay, now I should correct him. This is my role. I'm her mother. If I don't do this, it will be how we say, a bad children. So I should correct him." And so from beginning at the end, always she think how I can serve Krishna, how I can please Krishna. And the spiritual master actually is here to help us to understand this relation with the Lord. And I read the other day about the terminal pastime of Srila Prabhupada actually. And there is a very nice pastime showing how Srila Prabhupada was trying to increase this feeling of love for him, and in a way that they can understand how the love toward Krishna is always increasing, and we are always testing this love, and this test will increase our love. So at the end, in the year 1977, when Prabhupada was at the very end of his pastime in this world, he was very sick. He was always lying in the bed, and devotee was always singing for him, and always serving him. And at one point he said, I want to go to do Govardhan Parikrama. And so there was some devotee was happy with that, and some was not happy with that. And so Prabhupada was really enthusiastic. I want to do this, and so I don't remember which was happy for doing it and which was. I know that Dayal Krishna didn't want. Yeah, Dayal Krishna didn't want. He wanted to protect and Prabhupada because he was thinking if he go, he will give his body, and he didn't want. And I think it was Giriraj Swami who wanted to bring him in.
Makes sense.
We have to check the name, but Dayal Krishna, I think we didn't know. So Prabhupada said, yes, very nice, I want to go down Parikrama. And he was saying, if I leave my body in this situation, this is a perfection. So Dayal Krishna, no, he cannot go, because he was so attached of Srila Prabhupada. And the discussion was going on between them. And Prabhupada saw the discussion and how actually all of them was meditating on his pleasure. So he was thinking, very good, and he was thinking, I should increase this feeling, because this is exactly in spiritual world with the meditation, the pleasure of Krishna. So at first he was saying yes, and after some time he said to Tamal, I see you are very disturbed. What happened? Why are you so disturbed like this? He was speaking to Dayal Krishna. And Dayal Krishna said, Prabhupada, I cannot accept to bring you in Parikrama because I'm worried that you leave your body in this situation. And the doctor said, probably with the rod is very bad and it's really dangerous in your state, your health situation, you should not go. And Prabhupada said, yeah, maybe it's true, but I really want to do this. And Hare Krishna was really afraid. And when you see that the discussion was very intense between the disciples, at one point he said, okay, I will not go. And he said, by doing this, you saw I increase your attachment for me. And Krishna will always do this with you. But in situation that you will always be tested to show your determination. So what we should do is not expect any result in our devotional service, but what is important is how much my attachment for the Lord is increasing. And at the beginning, maybe we are attached to the result of our service, but what we should always see, and this is really the importance of this pastime, is how much my attachment for the Lord is increasing. My attachment for my spiritual master, the instruction of my spiritual master, and the Lord are always increasing. And we see from the beginning to the end in this pastime, Mother Yashoda become always more attached with the feeling always increasing, and Krishna become also attached to this, and he even finished to become attached by the robe of Mother Yashoda. And how it is said in the song we chant, actually this robe, there is a robe of love of Mother Yashoda. We cannot attach the Lord by a robe. We cannot even, you could think, but if you want, you can always detach himself. There is no, you cannot attach him by a robe. There is only the love who can attach the Lord. And we see that what Mother Yashoda showed to Krishna, she never think in terms of rule or regulation. She always think in terms how I can love more my children, how I can do the duty of a mother, to love him, to a mother will, for example, correct his children, but this is because she loves him and she wants that he is a good children, so she will correct him, And this collection is to show our love toward him. And by this love, Krishna accepts to be correct, accepts to be attached. Bhaktyama mabhijanati yavanyash asmita tata. Only the love can help us to know the Lord. And only this love will make the Lord, we will capture the Lord. And this is a teaching that Srila Prabhupada came to give us by giving this pastime, by giving the deities, and by giving the service of Sankirtan. And we can see when we do this service that sometimes we forget everything for the service. We even forget ourselves. Like we was reading. So sometimes we even forget our body, we forget everything for the service of the Lord. And this is how we increase our love toward God, to always think how I can please more. So at the beginning we start by following rule and regulation to know how we can learn to serve the Lord, but we should also know what is the goal of our devotional life, is to increase our attachment and please the Lord by this attachment. This is what, every time I read this pastime, I always think of this. This is what makes me think of it. And it's, when we read, we want to love, so it's so funny to think, because we think Krishna is God when we read it. So we think how Krishna can be our friend, how God can do thing like this, breaking the yoga, doing a childish thing like this. But we see also, we can understand why, because in our life, also in this material world, when we see small children doing things like this, it's so attractive. It's very attractive to see children doing things like this. Maybe we don't want to be the father or mother when we do them doing mistake, but there is some very sweet relation in this when we see children doing things like this. Last weekend we was doing a program in Lyon, and there was the children of one of the congregation, and when we were doing the kirtan, he was jumping here and there and doing so many noise, and it was very funny for us, but the father had to correct him also, because for us it's sweet, but the father has this duty to correct him. So we have to see the sweetness of the Lord in this pastime, and we can understand it also in this world when we see the children who are playing like this. I didn't prepare anything because my preparation was to dress Radha Parisisvara this morning, and was really nectarian also. But if you want to add something or share something, I'm very happy to listen you also, your realization.
I was surprised about Tamal Krishna, because recently Tamal Krishna Maharaj, I think it was Parayana who was sharing that there was also at some point a discussion where between disciples of Srila Prabhupada, and Tamal Krishna was the one who insisted for Prabhupada to go for a preaching mission. And after in UK, no?
In England, UK,
Yeah, and so when Srila Prabhupada arrived there, then he had a big, even more sick. And so Tamal Krishna realized that it was too much. And so I'm very curious to know, maybe now he becomes a little bit more wise and
Because this happened after.
yes,
Maybe
yes,
he was thinking, oh no,
yeah.
I did a mistake. I should not. He was very disturbed. The first time, it was a discussion: should I go to preach to UK and continue to give my association to the devotee in UK?
Because it was already planned.
Yeah, it was planned, and Tamal was trying to arrange everything for Prabhupada to go. But after this time, he was trying opposite to not let him going for the parikrama. Maybe this is why he learned from before and was thinking, okay, now I should not insist on that. I should stop Prabhupada from doing that. Krishna gives intelligence sometimes. But it's very sweet actually. The end pastime of Srila Prabhupada can help us to understand this pastime and this Vatsalya ras, because at the end Prabhupada was dealing with disciples like children, because he was so bad, his health was so bad. So the disciple was caring for everything for him. He was like a children in a bed, and the relation was really close with this pastime of Mother Yashoda, who take care of Krishna, as the disciple was taking care of Prabhupada, and it was very close. This is why when I read it, I was thinking I should share this pastime with this pastime of Mother Yashoda and Damodar. Because when I read it, I felt very connected. How the spiritual master, when he become older and his body become older, he will change his relation with his disciple and be more like let the disciple taking care of his body. And he was always, he was saying, so now I will leave my body soon. So he was asking forgiveness to all his God brother, even to his disciple for his offense. Prabhupada was asking, please forgive me for my offenses. He was asking like this, and the disciple was, there is no offenses. But Prabhupada was saying, and he was teaching us by this pastime, that there is always offense in this material world. He was asking for forgiveness to all his disciples, to all his God brothers, and we see the same in the pastime with Parikshit Maharaj. At the end, he asked forgiveness for his offenses also before leaving his body, and this is something we should learn from the spiritual master and Srimad Bhagavatam when we come closer with the end of our life. So maybe we should not meditate in this way, but it can be a help to understand our spiritual master who maybe become older, that he can change his mood and become more like surrender to his disciple and ask for forgiveness for all his offenses. At least this is how Srila Prabhupada taught how we should live the body, and this is how Maharaj Parikshit also taught. So this is, it can be a little bit disturbing for a disciple sometimes to see this. This is why it's important to know. Maybe it will help us to understand this relation between Mother Yashoda and Krishna. Yesterday I met someone in the street. He stayed for a long time during the Harinam, and he said me, maybe someone else spoke also with him. He said me that when he was a children, he had a disc of Hare Krishna, and he was always listening it and dancing with this Hare Krishna mantra, and he was so attached. He was from Kars, the island south of her. And he said that his parents after took the disc and broke it, and he could not listen anymore, and he was so happy to see us again, and he said me, we maybe come to the temple today.
How long ago he got this disc?
When he was a children.
Wow.
So it's maybe 20 or 30 years before. And this is how sometimes we don't realize the power of the mantra. But this mantra is catching our heart. And this is stay forever. And this is not the first one I meet in the street like this. When we arrived to Lyon, there was also one boy. He came this last weekend also for the Alien. I think I spoke already about him. His name is Adrien. And he was saying to us when he was children, he was in Paris seeing the Alinam going on in the street. And he always loved so much this Maha mantra. And after life going on, so he forgot about Krishna. But we arrived in Lyon, he saw us and he was always with us for doing Alinam. He came last weekend. He's always here for Alinam and for the Holy Name. This is catching our heart. Sometimes we not realize, but it's really powerful, the mantra. And so this person I met yesterday said, and he said, we'll come today to the temple. I should send you. So, yeah. First, Krishna catch our heart, and after he want that we catch him by running after him with the sticking in the hand. And this is by doing more and more service, cleaning the temple, cleaning the paraphernalia, cooking. This is how we run after Krishna and catch Krishna in our heart, by our love and devotion. Shri Shri Radha Damodar ki jai, Mona Yashoda, running after Krishna ki jai, Srila Prabhupada ki jai, Gauranga Premanandi Hari Hari.
Dayal Nitaï Prabhu ki jai.
Srila Prabhupada.